This is the brief on navigating the Custer County building permit process. Building out in rural areas like Colorado's Wet Mountain Valley really isn't like city building. Buying raw land without checking permit constraints is kind of like buying a huge appliance without measuring your front door. If you don't plan the access and rules first, you're completely stuck. First, you've got to nail down your administrative foundation at the Custer County Planning and Zoning Office. Since rural codes constantly shift, checking directly with them is crucial. Your critical first step, the site plan and zoning compliance. That's where you map boundaries, define your structure, like a custom home or barn dominium, and pinpoint setbacks. So why do so many projects stall right out of the gate? Well, usually because folks just assume they're zoning instead of actually confirming it. Second, once zoning is locked, you have to map out rural infrastructure. This sequence demands planning for wastewater, utilities like wells or off-grid power, and designs for heavy mountain snow. Remember, your driveway isn't just a path, it's the literal bottleneck of your project. If you don't secure emergency access early, construction crews literally can't get in. Finally, since these steps are deeply connected, leverage local experts like Valor Development in Wildcliffe. You might think, can't I just figure this out as I go? But Valor handles these specific mountain conditions every single day. From pre-purchase evaluation to excavation, their help literally prevents you from buying an unbuildable lot. A successful mountain build doesn't start with construction. It starts with knowing your land, securing access, and planning your permit path before a single shovel hits the dirt.